Macmillan Audio presents When the Earth Was Green, Plants, Animals, and Evolution's Greatest Romance by Riley Black. Read for you by Wren, Mack. Introduction. I was supposed to be looking for T-Rex. You'd think that the petrified bones of a flesh-rending reptile the size of a school bus wouldn't be all that difficult to find. I imagined curved ribs and smiling jaws jutting out of a stony and weathered butte, as if the immense saurian had been waiting 66 million years for its moment in the sun, ready to be coaxed from the encasing stone. But searching for a dinosaur is anything but certain. A previous expedition by the same museum crew had turned up a smattering of toe bones and fossilized shards, enough to know that the king was in the building, but little else. Our search was left at the mercy of what erosion had wrought ever since those ancient strata were exposed by the rise of the Rocky Mountains. Perhaps there was more in the rock. Perhaps those little piggies were all that was left. Fossil hunting will test the limits of your optimism. Every morning you wake up within the gently fluttering walls of your tent, the air already too hot at 8 a.m., as you scratch the scabs that were fresh bug bites yesterday afternoon. As you fill your water bags and stuff snacks into your pack, you make peace with the fact that your narrow field of human senses are probably going to miss the critical cue that will give away the prehistoric remains you've traveled so far to find. Boots on the rock, you take one step after the next and try to remind yourself that, if you're lucky, you might literally trip over the best find of your life. Spectacular skeletons have been unearthed when someone spotted little more than a tailbone peeking out of the dirt, and more than one expert has washed away the rime of obscuring stone by taking a piss. If only you might be so lucky. There are no game trails to follow or recent scat from which a prehistoric organism's whereabouts might be drawn out. The ancient remains hold still, preserved and confined in the stone, somehow harder to find than a living animal that can flap, hop, run, crawl, or swim away from you. All you can do is learn to love the search, using the fact that no one else seems to be finding much either as an emotional salve. I knew all this, but still, I wanted to hope. I told myself that I'd even settle for a broken and isolated tooth, what remained of a serrated biological ice pick the size of a banana. An adult Tyrannosaurus had about 60 teeth in their mouth at any one time, after all, and the fearsome reptiles automatically replaced their old teeth with fresh choppers throughout their lives. Finding one that had slipped from its socket to be buried in the gray hillside didn't seem like an unreasonable request. Under the Montana sky, a dark curtain of clouds gradually burned away to reveal an endless inverted sea of blue. I walked, poked at potential fossils, turned over rocks, and hoped to spot some unusual color or texture out of the corner of my eye that would signal the rock before me wasn't what it seemed. Over time, however, I had begun to feel like I was most skilled at finding where the Tyrannosaur was not, narrowing the field of possibilities for where a 4-foot femur or a dentary dotted with teeth might be hiding. And the team had other places to visit, looking for dinosaurs on...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?